Join me today for a simple, cozy fall day. And we were celebrating this very first fire in our wood stove this season, and it is giving me all the cozy feels. This day was a blustery, cold, rainstorm-filled day, so we went ahead and stoked the wood stove, had a cozy, relaxing time doing some of our homeschool subjects. And I mean cozy and relaxing in the form of not rushed. It was not hurried. That's what I mean. It was an unhurried day, and it was beautiful. I also want to share with you in this video a delicious soup recipe that has been a family favorite of ours for a couple years that a dear friend shared with me, and I want to share it with you all. It is perfect for fall, for those winter days. It is a very hearty, delicious meal, and I want to share it with you. I will leave the soup recipe in the description box down below, as well as the recipe for the strawberry muffins that I made. But I have a question for you. This is something I've kind of enjoyed doing in my videos recently. Things I've been pondering and just discussing it with you, I guess kind of like a discussion that we can continue in the comments, I guess. I've just had some things going on in my head and kind of a shift of things and perspective here on my channel. And so I think you're kind of seeing that in the last few videos. Things look a little different. You're not seeing my children, which is intentional, of course. But the question that I have, during this fall season that we've been walking through, I've been given the opportunity a couple times to meet with a very dear friend and go and walk on the ditch bank in the evenings. So my boys will come and ride their bicycles, and I will just walk with a friend, and we have about an hour to just walk and talk. And on this specific walk, my youngest, he's 10, kept saying, "Mom, do you see this? Mom, do you see that? Mom, look at this. Mom," like all these crazy things that he was truly blowing me away with how observant he was in all these things. And I even made the comment to my friend, this became a conversation between the two of us. And now it's my question, not only for myself, but something to share with you, maybe when it comes to the taking inventory in your life side of things. And I talk about that where we just kind of look at life and reflect and think, and what can we change? What can we do better? What do we need to say goodbye to? What can we let go of? And so for me, this question of when was the last time I stopped and smelled the roses? So that's my question for you. When was the last time you stopped and smelled the roses? When was the last time that you noticed the colors and the patterns on a butterfly's wings? When was the last time you stopped and noticed the trees and the tall grass and the beautiful, beautiful scenery all around you? When was the last time you stopped and looked at a stranger and smiled, made eye contact and actually smiled? When was the last time you helped somebody? You loved on somebody? You had a conversation with someone, you prayed for someone? When was the last time you sat just on the couch with your kiddos and read a book before bed? And I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. For me, it was just a couple nights ago, because this was something that was very convicting for me that I miss. I long for these moments of stillness. And I talk about slow living here a little bit every now and then. But for me, it's kind of a seasonal thing that I go through. We just have seasons that are busier than others, and seasons that I can be more intentional and slow with our moments and with our time. And this stopping and smelling the roses really just kind of came to life to me in so many different ways through my son that day, that specific day. He tried to rescue a butterfly that was stuck underneath a rock that couldn't fly. He was noticing all the apples on the apple trees near the orchard that we were walking to. He was noticing how beautiful the scenery was down below where we were walking, and how so deeply he wants and longs for us to have that place too. How he would be able to go and play in the fields, and all the quail that were running everywhere, and a huge snake that was crawling across the ditch bank. And he was noticing all kinds of things. And then it kind of hit me that what my son was noticing are some of the many amazing miracles of God. And this just really encouraged me in the way of sometimes really all you need is to unplug, to get away, to turn off the news, to turn off whatever has been influencing you in one way or another. Go for a walk with a good friend. Maybe sit on the couch and read a book with your child. Being present, focus your time and your energy on those that are around you. To have a conversation, a much needed conversation with a friend. To sit maybe on your back porch or in your comfy, cozy living room looking out the window and just seeing all the wonderful miracles of God that you are surrounded by. Again, I don't know what season you're walking through, what miracle you are praying and waiting and trusting to come to fruition. I don't know what healing you may be looking for yourself or a loved one, a family member. I don't know any of that, but I do know that there is so much beauty and goodness and so many miracles all around us if we can stop and be present and focused long enough to smell the roses. That's what it is. Being present and being focused and being intentional long enough to bask in His goodness, in His miracles, in His love, in His arms, the comfort of our Heavenly Father and all that He is and has done for us. Take comfort in that. Take refuge in that. Stop, breathe, rest in Him, and smell those roses a little bit longer.